This week was the Labour Party conference, so FE News headed over to Brighton to find out more about the Lifelong Learning Commission and to speak to some of the people involved.
I'm Mark Dawe, I'm Chief Exec of the Association of Employment and Learning Providers.
Why do we need a Lifelong Learning Commission?
I think the important aspect of the Lifelong Learning Commission is that we need an overall strategy, particularly for skills and learning through the adult phase as well. And at the moment we've got bits and pieces of policy, and it'd be nice to have an overarching policy that put it all together and ensured that any individual had the learning and development they needed through their life.
And what do you think is the most important next step in transforming our adult education system?
I think there's a range of things that need to happen at the moment. Obviously our current work is around apprenticeships in particular, and we've got a real issue about funding for apprenticeships in SMEs and in the non-levy world. So that actually affects a lot of adults in terms of their training and development. So we definitely need something there. We definitely need something around supporting those that are at 19 and still haven't got the qualifications they need to work, and we definitely need a much better approach to what's being called the National Retraining Scheme, the reskilling of workers. You know, some early ideas are flying around, but we actually need some money to deliver training as well. So those would be my priorities at the moment.
Thank you. And then could I ask you one more question that I haven't, which is, who do you think responsibility for adult training should be down to? Is it government, employers or individuals?
To be honest, I'm going to give you an answer which is all of them, and depending where they are and what level they're at and what's needed depends on the amount of government, employer or individual contribution. So if an employer has new equipment or a new approach, then obviously they should be training their staff for that. If it's about someone who's had a poor experience at school and has not got the skills they need, then I would say the government has a greater responsibility because they've not helped that individual through their school career. If an individual is actually looking to better themselves and move into a new career or a higher level, and it's them being self-driven, then probably the individual would pay more. So it balances out depending on what the motivation is and really who we think the responsibility should sit with, given the history.
Brilliant, thank you.
All right.